Welcome to Kids Are Chef, where we prepare a great meal on a great topic. I'm Chef Dana, and today we're at Fresh Market in Atlanta. Our guest today is Mr. Ron Hayek. He's here to discuss food safety in 3 different departments of the store. Hi, Mr. Hayek. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Fresh Market?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thank you for being here today. At the Fresh Market, we're very passionate about food safety, so this is exciting to have you here today to talk about it.
Okay, let's get started with Chef Richard in the produce department.
Hello, Mr. Ron. I'm Chef Richard, and this is a nice produce area you have. But I have a few questions for you about food safety. First question, is prepackaged food safe to eat even without washing it?
Well, when we refer to prepackaged food, we're mainly talking about packaged strawberries, or blueberries, or tomatoes, or lettuces. And the short answer to that is yes, they are safe to eat. However, it's a good rule of thumb to always wash all produce before consumption.
Okay. Second question, how does the food recall work?
It's quite simple. At the Fresh Market, we take food recalls quite seriously. When the company's made aware of a recall, the stores are immediately notified. We are then given instructions on how to handle that product. Sometimes we have to remove it immediately from the shelf and just save it in the back until further instructions are available, or sometimes we just have to throw it away altogether until we are told we can start selling that product again.
That's cool. How do you handle fresh cut produce?
Well, at the Fresh Market, it's very important that we have a clean area to prepare everything in. That includes contact surfaces, utensils, and even the people preparing the product has to have a hair restraint and gloves. This protects the product from anything getting into it.
Alright, thanks for sharing that with us. I would like to send you to the meat department with Chef Christian.
Sounds good.
Hey, welcome back everyone. I'm Chef Christian here with Mr. Ron in the meat department. So what examples can you give us that causes food safety in the meat department?
Well, for one example is commingling of species. And what I mean by that is, let's say raw chicken touching beef. That's not something you ever want to have happen. So to prevent that, we make sure that we wash, rinse, and sanitize any surfaces, utensils that have to be involved with the production of both species. Secondly, maybe another example would be like a foreign object that gets involved into your ground beef for hamburger. And so to prevent that, we make sure nothing is stored in or around our grinder, and we make sure it's cleaned daily.
Okay. Now, after I buy the meat, how long can I keep it out before it's refrigerated?
So, as a general rule, you want to make sure it's refrigerated immediately.
Okay.
But we go by what we call the 4-hour rule. Now what that means is anything that's out of temperature, meaning like above 41 degrees, for more than 4 hours, that allows bacteria to grow and spread. So it's in your best interest to want to make sure you get your product stored back on refrigeration under 41 degrees.
Okay, well thank you for sharing this information, and I'm going to turn you over to the deli with Chef Alea and Chef Navid.
Sounds good, thank you.
I'm Chef Aaliyah, and I would like to know the difference between cooked foods and cold foods.
Well, when you refer to cooked foods, I'm assuming you're referring to hot foods. When we say hot foods, that's typically ready to eat within a short period of time after purchasing them. Now, cold foods, a lot of these are ready to eat as well, but they do need to be stored below 41 degrees before consuming them.
Mr. Ron, when it comes to these wonderful looking salads, what does the Fresh Market do to prevent any contamination? And does it make a difference if seafood salads are in the same area of other salads?
Well, let's answer the first question first. When it comes to contaminations, every time that we're preparing them, we make sure we prepare them in a safe area, and then once they're done prepared, we put them in a plastic tub with a secure top over them. That way nothing can get in them. When it comes to seafood salads, we typically like to keep them segregated from regular salads because people may have some seafood allergies that could affect them.
Hello, I'm Chef Nebby, and today we're at Fresh Market. What are some of the things that Fresh Market does to ensure people of not having food viruses?
Well, the biggest means of prevention would be to protect what we call cold chain management. And what that means is keeping the product, such as these salads, below 41 degrees throughout all steps of the process.
Thank you, Mr. Ron, for joining us today. I'm going to turn it back over to Chef Richard for your final thoughts.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Well, we've had a good time here, Mr. Ron. Would you like to give any final thoughts?
Well, I just want to say thank you. It's been a lot of fun having you all here today at the Fresh Market. We're very passionate about food safety. Additionally, we're also very involved in our community. And right now we've got our 135 food drive going on, which helps feed hungry kids at a local level right here in Atlanta. So come check us out. But I've had a really good time today. Thank you.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for watching Kids on Chefs.